Holy crap, look at all the space for activities. You know what that means?
I sold the dually.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about how I sold the dually to two people. I kept some of the truck, and we're going to discuss how much I made off of it or lost off of it. And if we have time, we're going to talk about how selling the dually was the first step in a multi-step plan that involves selling two other vehicles and buying one truck to ultimately end up with my dream car. Okay, well, it is hot as all can be out here, so let's go talk about the dually in here where it's cooler. Or it's so hot out right now. I can't really say this is cooler. It's less hot. And I gotta be careful in here how I film because I don't want to give too many spoilers away about the Suburban. Got a lot of progress on that. That will be coming up in videos here soon. So before we get right into it, I want to actually talk about some of the interesting offers I got. One guy actually offered me two trucks. The reason two is because neither ran, and they were about 4 hours north of where I am. So I would have had to ship up the dually and ship both down. I was actually considering it. I actually, me and him actually agreed upon the deal, depending on what shipping was going to cost. I was actually looking at talking to a buddy, seeing if he could borrow my trailer, haul my dually up, haul them both down. He'd have to make two trips because trailer only holds one, but as payment, he'd get the one. The Chevy truck was actually pretty cool. It needed a fuel pump. There was a video of it running. Here's what it looked like. It was a little rough, but I feel like I used it for a while. Got some use out of it. Probably sold it for $2,000, $2,500 by the time I was done. Or depending on how much I fix it up, or I might keep it and beat the crap out of it. I don't know. And the Ram is here. So yeah, that was one of the deals. And then he backed out. He messaged me and said he realized how much of a pig on fuel the 454 was going to be, so he couldn't afford gas in the truck, so didn't want to do the deal. Okay. And then we almost ended up working on a deal to trade Mike Nissan for his Chevy, but that didn't go through either. I wanted a little cash on top for the Nissan. The other interesting offer, guy wanted just the deck. He wondered if I could trade it for his factory box. He sent me a picture of the truck. Nice truck. Box would have worked good on the truck, and then I could sell the truck as a complete, just regular truck. But I didn't really want to do that. It was more swapping around and work and stuff, and then trying to sell other things. I'd rather just sell it. So I told him, well, I'll just sell it to you. He said, how much? And I said, price. He said, oh yeah, consider it sold. And then he asked if he could swap it right in here in the alley. He's like, yeah, so I'll have to come down and swap it. Oh, do you have some tools I can use? And I'm like, wait, you want to swap it right here in my garage? There's no room for that. He's like, oh, I can do it in the alley. He's like, you know what? And if you're worried about it pissing off your neighbors or being in your way, I can do it down the street. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. Especially since truck needs modifying to get that box on it. Like, you got shorts in the frame rails. The box itself needs finishing. Like, it just wouldn't have worked. And plus, still would have upset neighbors. Pretty much everybody in this area knows my trucks. Yeah, even though that one never left the garage, I ran into a guy down the street, like 3 blocks down, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're the guy with the Avalanche out front and the Nissan, and yeah, you got that tow truck in the back." So, 3 blocks down, you'd still upset neighbors, and then they'd be coming to me because, well, they'd know the deck. So I said no. Okay, on to selling the dually. So the dually, I actually got it from the farm where I store all my vehicles. It was a buddy's, and he got it, and I saw it out there a few times and told him I really liked it. And he told me that he'd be willing to get rid of it, but I didn't really have any cash, so I told him I'd trade him something. And he said, "Well, I really like the bumper off your Avalanche. I will trade you that big beefy bumper for that." So I took the deal. I paid $3,000 for that bumper. It was a pricey bumper. So I had a $3,000 truck, which might be a little much for that truck, but whatever. Then before anything even happened, he messaged me again. Actually, "I noticed you got in the back of one of your trucks a few things I'd really like. How about I trade you those for your bumper back?" Sure. Now, those things, I can't remember quite what they are. I think it was an exhaust system and stuff, but it's all stuff that I didn't have any money into. Stuff that, to me, is free. So I now had a $3,000 truck and a free bumper, or the way I look at it, cut out the middleman, still got a $3,000 bumper. I got a free truck. So I already started on a good foot with a free truck. Then I actually made money off the truck. I sold the box for $300, and I sold the tires off of it for $200. The reason I sold the tires, it wasn't a complete set. The 2 in the front were really garbage, so it was only 4. So I sold them as a set of 4 for $200. So I'm already up $500 on the truck, and then I bought the wrecker deck for $500. So back to having everything kind of free. Then I had to put $1,000 into the motor. So, and put, I think, $200 into steel for the frame strengthening and stuff. $1,200 now. The wife bought me those spikes. Those are $225. And then, if you remember correctly, I decided to keep the wheels. So I had to buy some more wheels for that thing to get it going. Those were $175 or something. So in total, I believe I was $1,600 into the truck. Probably screwing up. The math is not going to add up here, but I have a list somewhere of what I spent on the truck. It's $1,500 to $1,600. I think it's $1,600. So let's just call it $1,600 I had into the truck. And now, what did I sell it for? Posted it for $2,000. Hoping to get 15, break even, or lose $100, whatever. I keep the wheels and tires. Goes on the rollers. I had a guy message me, said he wants the interior out of it and the doors. So he'll take the whole truck minus the deck and drivetrain for $900. Actually, I think he said at 800. I said 1,000. He said meet me at 9. I said sure. And then I had another guy. He bought the deck, $500, which is exactly what I paid for the deck. So $1,400 there. So I lost $200. Darn. Oh, but wait. I gotta keep the motor, tranny, T-case. I gotta keep the boom off of the deck, which is kind of funny because I paid $500 for it, sold for $500, and I keep the boom and the winch, parts that are worth anything on there. Gotta keep the wheels, the spikes. So really, all that cost me $200. I'm good with that. And then I traded the transfer case for a tranny and transfer case for my next project. It's sitting over there. talk about that in another video coming up here soon. So got motor, tranny, T-case, wheels, boom, winch, sling. Cost me $200 for all that. I am happy with that deal. Looks like we actually will have time for the second half of this video, which is awesome. So I have possibly an opportunity to acquire one of my dream cars. Now, I don't know how 100% this is. It's probably not going to happen, but it's a plan, and we're going to roll with it. I'm not going to tell you what the dream car is. It is going to be a big question mark for now. It is kind of a bit of a cliche dream car, but I don't really care. I've always liked one. It is a movie car. Not this particular one. It's not actually the one in the movie, but it's same kind of car, and I would like to do it up similar to the one in the movie. It's probably not actually what you would think one of my dream cars is. Probably would surprise you, but I have an opportunity to get it. It's actually through my brother. He might be getting the car. He doesn't know what to do with it, and he might trade it to me for something, which is where the steps come in. Step one, get rid of the dually for obvious reasons. It's holding up production. It's stupid, and I'm mad at it. I need the space, and I need the money. So now I got the space and the money. Gonna use some of that. Gonna go buy a parts truck. It's gonna fix 3 of my trucks. And to haul one of those trucks home, I have actually made an arrangement with a buddy because my trucks are a little too heavy for my Avalanche. He's gonna haul it home, and in lieu of payment, he's gonna keep my Golf. So now I've already got rid of 2 vehicles and bought a parts truck. Then what I'm going to do with that, I will be fixing 2 of the trucks, and then with leftover parts, I can build a 3rd truck. I can fix and finish up one of my 3rd trucks, but I might not actually do that. See, my brother, one of his dream vehicles he wants again is a square body Chevy, and I will have enough parts for pretty much a complete square body Chevy once I'm done fixing mine. So I might trade him parts for the dream car, or I might have to put the truck together and then trade it for the dream car. Either way, I will be getting a dream car of mine, and he will be getting a dream vehicle of his. Dream truck. Can't really say dream car. It's a truck. Don't call trucks cars. So yeah, that's the plan. Lots of steps there because I got to fix a couple vehicles in the process. I got to dismantle a whole vehicle. Still haven't even bought the truck, so it's a whole thing. Got to relocate a bunch of vehicles from the farm here, slowly one by one as I put them together, which is going to be tricky because I don't really have the room. So yeah, that's the plan. Don't know how well we're going to stick to that. Don't know if it's going to even happen. Or I might try to trade those square body parts back for the Pathfinder because I do miss that thing. And I keep seeing it every time I go to my brother's. So who knows what's going to happen? And I never stick to plans anyways. But that is the plan. That's the general guideline of what we're going to do. Step 1 is complete. Get rid of the dually.